So I haven't watched this at all. So let's see. Judoka versus wrestler. Real fights of top judokas versus wrestlers. Let's see what happens here.
There are many arguments on the internet that a judoka can only use his techniques when the opponent is wearing a kimono. This statement clearly offends many judoka. Discussion is actually very...
My bad. I'm already slightly offended by the AI voice.
When facing freestyle wrestlers, the topic for discussion is actually very interesting and provocative. So I ask you to put a like and write your opinion in advance. Let's get this video to the top. I was personally interested in collecting for you a large number of videos when a wrestler confronts a judoka. Right away I want to ask you, who do you think is stronger, wrestler or judoka? But even better about this situations,
Joe Rogan says that judokas are the strongest. In case you guys were wondering.
That the undefeated fighter mixed style Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Judo is like different level. If I have chance to take like judo Olympic gold medal or freestyle, please. Of course judo. Wow. Yes, brother. Hey, I'm from Dagestan. I love freestyle wrestling. But judo is different level. No, my father loved judo.
Lance, can you believe
No. Okay. Thank
That was Henry Zudo. He's so offended. I cannot believe this. Wrestling is the greatest. But, I mean, I don't... Wrestlers don't scare me as much as judo guys do, and maybe that's just because I don't want to be thrown over my own head. But then again, you have wrestlers that can do that too. It's why I do jiu-jitsu. Keep everything on the ground, bro.
Thank you. No, I'm from Frankie. I'm from Dagestan. Everybody love freestyle wrestling, but judo, you have to. Okay, we talk about Dagestan, 3 million, but what about 7 billion people? They love judo. Judo is like different. 176 countries compete in Olympic Games. 176 countries in the world. No, brother. If you talk about this with my father, father go crazy.
Also for me it was especially important to collect material of professional judokas against professional wrestlers, because amateurs are not an indicator. So in this video you will see how the Olympic champion fought.
You hear that? Amateurs are not an indicator. White belts, blue belts. You barely matter. Barely. But we're glad you're showing up. Please keep showing up. We got somebody. We need those people to practice the cool shit we're trying to do on.
Fabio Bossel fights without a kimono against the Olympic medalist and two-time world champion in freestyle wrestling Frank Camiso. Three-time Olympic judo champion Tadahiro Nomura against three-time Olympic champion and 13-time world champion, which is an absolute record.
Anybody else notice that the AI voices, they sound like, but somewhere you actually hear some kind of words?
Tori Yoshida, as well as other titled athletes. Enjoy watching.
You remember the first time you got strangled with your own gi? I don't. But I've strangled people with their gi. Like with either my gi or their gi for the first time, and just watch the look of shock to find out it's a thing. I mean, obviously, like the first time I got strangled with my gi, I was already doing jiu-jitsu, so I knew it was a thing. But like, imagine like being a wrestler and getting strangled with someone else's gi, and you didn't even know that was a thing. That's tough. Dang, that's shake footage. I want to know what conversation is going on right there. Like, you finish the takedown, and they're like, yeah? Was it a thing? Did it work? Am I better than him? So I'm pretty highly uneducated on wrestling and judo, and watching them, I can't quite tell which is which. I'm assuming the dude in the white pants is the judo guy because the pants are kind of short. You know what I mean? And I think he's also the one that pushed his gi top out of the way. So, but I mean, it looks pretty similar, like when you lock them up together. You see, like, the dude in the blue, he kept trying to head snap that other dude. And he was barely moving him, dude. Like, barely moving him at all. Like, this is kind of, like, this is what they say, that, like, judokas are just, like, what's Joe Rogan saying? Chimp strong. Judokas are chimp strong. Like, what is it, guys that do judo, like, what is it that makes you so much stronger physically than everybody else, if that's the case? start a poll right now. What is your favorite grappling apparel? Is it the singlet? Is it the kimono? Is it a t-shirt and board shorts? What is it? Is it spats, tights, with or without shorts? Ooh, that's a whole fight of its own. Tights on men with or without shorts over the top. So it looks like these are the same two guys that were just in the singlet, and I'm pretty sure the black belt right here is the guy that just kept getting dumped wrestling. So in this situation with the gi, he's obviously doing better. Grips, baby. Grips. Ooh, good one. There it is. I feel like they ran that back 3 times just because that dude was getting his ass slammed, but it was awesome. So I guess that was it. That was judoka versus wrestlers, and personally, I think they're both badass. Don't particularly want to. I probably train more wrestling at my gym now, and I don't train in the gi, so I really wouldn't know how to translate judo that well. Would like to learn some foot sweeps. I've been seeing a lot of those at high level competition, so that's pretty dope. And but either way, man, I like watching grappling. So leave a comment. Let me know who you think would win in a checkers match between judokas and wrestlers. And make sure you subscribe and keep an eye out for the next episode of the We Don't Ose podcast. We are Jiu Jitsu Collective. We don't ose. Bless.